Hello everyone, a lovely day for it. Just thought I'd have a look at this little story from yesterday. They're working at it. They're trying to get you onto this third jab, and it's a real opportunity for those people that partook in the first two. It's a real opportunity for them to finally stand up and actually put their foot down, because this is getting beyond a joke. How long do you want to play this game for? Let's have a look.
Good evening. Victoria is edging closer to a sweeping third jab mandate, with the uptake of boosters falling well behind projections. More than 1 million more people are tonight eligible for their third dose after the government slashed wait times by a month. Reid Butler has the details.
Wow, that sounds like science. We've reduced the wait time down to 3 months. Remember, there was an SD, a data sheet saying from the jab companies saying that you had to wait 6 months to get this booster. Now we've moved from 6 months down to 4 months. Now we're down to 3. You might as well get it yesterday by the sounds of things. Let's see what old Butler... I was going to say something else.
Get your booster or miss out.
I think we're very close to a change in policy that will simply reflect the fact that in order to be fully protected, you need to have 3 doses, not 2 plus an optional extra.
That means...
So is that going to apply to other things like condoms? You're going to wear 3 condoms to protect yourself from whatever? How desperate are these clowns getting? This is just a joke, folks. There's no science here. It's time for you to put your foot down. If you've been umming and ahhing and you think you're free after you had the first 2, and now you're going to keep playing this game, and then they're going to go, now they want to push it on all your kids. At what point are you going to say, yeah, that's enough? You know, everybody I know that has had this thing have all had 3 or 2 shots. So you tell me what's going on.
Third jab mandates may soon apply to more than just frontline workers.
I don't rule out there being other groups that become the subject of a mandate.
Threatening people, more extreme language, 2 years into COVID, I don't think is the way forward. I think the way forward is a
Oh, don't worry, this puppet, this guy here, his mob want to go and set up 24-hour jab huts to go and do it. So you can only imagine what their angle would be if they were in power. So it doesn't matter who's in power, they're all on the same team. Don't get sucked into this illusion that one team's better than the other when they're all flying the same bird.
with Victorians.
You only need to look at the queues or lack thereof at vaccination hubs to see that Victoria's booster uptake is lagging. Just 48% of Victorians aged over 70 have had their third dose.
That's good, but it's not really good enough.
37% of those in their 60s are triple dosed, and just 33% of Victorians in their 40s and 50s have...
That's a lot of people that I know in that bracket. What are they going to do? Are they going to keep playing? Or are they going to put their foot down? I know it's going to hurt you for a while, not having any income or whatever, but I'll tell you, it's worth the pain, because I'm not, I can't express enough that this has to stop. You got to stop it for us, and you got to stop it for all this to keep continuing. You know, how desperate are they getting when they're serving your kids up ice cream to try and entice them? You know, if that was Hansel and Gretel and she was inviting you into that lady was inviting Hansel and Gretel into the gingerbread house, I'm pretty sure you parents would be going, hang on, this isn't on. I know what she's going to do. You've heard the story, haven't you? Well, this is the same thing. Do not let your kids in the gingerbread house.
Had 3 jabs. That's well below projections. To try to turn it around, the interval between a second and booster shot has been slashed to 3 months for everyone over 18.
The third dose isn't really a nice to have, it's a need to have.
What if you've recently beaten...
Who are these people? They're mentally deranged, they're paranoid, they're hypochondriacs, they're the whole collection of people you don't want to listen to. If they're that scared, they should stay home. They have a choice. They've even got a choice. They can even take all this crap. It's their decision. But when they start forcing it on you and your children, You've got to work out where your line is.
COVID, should you put off getting your booster? Well, here's the answer, according to one leading expert.
My advice would be that as soon as you're well enough after your COVID illness, go and get a booster vaccine.
Today, the rat...
Where was the science there? There's no science in this. This goes against science. Like, really? Wow. So if you get chicken pox, you've got to go and get the chicken pox one, yeah? Like, seriously, stop getting sucked in.
Case turned ugly, the South Australian Premier ordering an investigation into whether Victoria has snatched rapid tests intended for his state.
If these allegations prove correct, it's quite possible that they're illegal, anti-competitive, and of course they're a massive kick in the guts to South Australia.
We were the first to place orders, so you might say that we got in ahead of everybody. Maybe they're upset about that.
Victoria Police...
Wow, listen to that bragging MF. Like, seriously, what the hell? Like, listen to him going on, oh, we got him first, we're so great, we're amazing, you guys are all shit. And it's like, really? What are you pushing? What is driving this desperation? They're so desperate to get this stuff inside you. What have they sold off of our country to make this deal? Like other countries that we've found out, you know, these pharma companies have taken hold of military assets and the like, you know, like what for? You know, they're avoiding indemnity, they're avoiding everything, and now they're defying their own science, which was written on the actual paperwork, which, you know, if I say you had a headache, right, and I didn't have any Panadol, but I said, hey, I've got another one here, another tablet thing, you'd want to have a look at the box to see whether it might be an issue for you, you know, like it might say don't have it when you're pregnant or whatever things, but you'd probably check. But now these guys have taken all that paperwork away, all the safety data sheets are all disappeared because they did say that you had to wait 6 months for this thing before you had the booster. Now they've changed the rules. Where was the science there to decide that was going to be the thing? And it's like, how many times you're going to queue up for this rubbish? It's just a joke. You need to work on your own immune system and work out healthy alternatives. It's like being an organic food eater. You spend extra money buying organic food, and then you went and gone and injected yourself with a non-organic, unknown, foreign object into your body. You don't know what it is, and you don't know what the long-term effects are. Don't let anybody tell you it's safe. They don't know it's safe. How can they know it's safe? You know, every other one they've said, oh, if you know, smallpox, polio, all this stuff, all of it was tested. And guess what? To get to that point, a lot of people had to die or get very injured. Formaldehyde, you know, the list goes on. You know, like they told you smoking was safe. Why are you listening to them? They don't have a clue. The science, the data, the raw data isn't there yet. There's not enough to even make the call on it. Yeah, you can, and as soon as you go and mention those places, TGA, VAERS, all of them, what do these science lovers do? They can it. But if those figures were stating the other way and were saying, oh yeah, there's minimal results, oh, they'd be all over it. But because it questions their narrative, they're playing along with it and they're calling you out for using that data. Come on.
Is upset too. With 800 officers out of action in isolation, the Police Association says the force desperately needs more rats.
Many of our members being...
Oh, there's plenty of rats in their force. They got rats there. They got rats in the politicians' houses. There are rats all over the joint. You don't need a test for that. We know they're rats. Bloody hell.
Mums and dads will be very conscious that when school does return, the probability of them becoming close contacts, for example, is something likely to be amplified even further.
The Premier has promised the start of the school year won't be delayed. It's believed students will be encouraged to take 2 rapid tests a week once term 1 begins.
We are at crunch time.
Wow, who's paying for all these rat tests? Seriously? Oh, it's free. They keep telling you it's free. I've seen plenty of people fork out top dollar to get these things. For what? You know, and then now they want to force this thing up your kid's nose twice a week just so they can go to school. Seriously? Really? How obtrusive? Where do you draw the line? At the government butt plug or this?
Our parents need to know what's the plan, and our schools need to know how they're going to be assisted to be able to get the school year off on a decent note.
Reed Butler's at the Royal Exhibition Building. Reed, there's a booster blitz on the way.
Yes, Pete, part of a plan to try and give the booster rollout a much-needed shot in the arm, so to speak. The blitz will last from Friday until...
Gee, they pick the times for these puns. Really? A booster blitz. What the hell is that? You're so desperate. Like, far out. Like, if you were approached in a nightclub by a dealer and they were like, oh, you got to try this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Do you just go on word? Or do you find out from the manufacturer what's in this crap? Like, where are you dropping your guard?
Well, Monday we'll see extended opening hours at many hubs, more staff, more cubicles, even free ice cream at some clinics. Walk-ins will also be...
Wow, do you reckon that my ice cream will be worth it? How much is this ice cream? It must be a gold-plated ice cream, because really, is an ice cream worth the potential risk of your child having their life ruined for the rest of their life? I don't think it is. I would say no, but how would I know? It's your choice. It's you've got to, you've got to draw the line at some point. Will this be the line? If you do decide this is the line, we'll be in your corner. The more you guys say no, the sooner we can move forward away from this nightmare.
And encouraged at many hubs, including here at the Royal Exhibition Building. The idea is to get as many Victorians triple vaccinated before the school year starts and the work year gets underway in earnest. Pete?
Reed Butler report.
Oh, Reed, thanks for that. He's a great man. He's always there pushing this narrative for them. Like, you guys are part of the problem, and you will be found out. The sooner we get out of this nightmare, this Orwellian nightmare that you've got upon you. There's too many people out there. You all got distracted by tennis players. There's tennis players dropping at the moment. They're all getting this virus. Like, how much do you need to see? Like, it's right there in your face. Everything contradicts each other. You've got us all confused. You've got different states with different rules, with different guidelines. How do you know what's going on? And these numbers, all these people isolating, they're all jabbed. Come on, say no. Join us.